Yeti Yeet. Another
Yeti Yeet.
episode.
Another episode.
Maybe the first episode.
First episode. Yeti
Boom.
Yeet.
Yeti Yeet.
Yeah. Sheen, what are we doing?
Deadlifting.
Doing a deadlift today. We're going to see how heavy we can get. It's a very hingy motion. That's basically all you're going to do is grab onto. Oh, that's not a deadlift.
That's a deadlift. You start from the bottom.
So basically a hang clean grip snatch.
Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy.
No, so a deadlift. Go up to here. So we're shooting for a heavy 1 rep.
All right.
We may not PR, but
shit, not with
we're
that
gonna
attitude.
PR. Yeah.
No, no.
I'm gonna change my attitude. We're gonna PR.
What's your current PR?
My current PR is 455, I think.
455?
Yeah.
Nice.
Which is 210 kilograms for the bums. No. For the people that use that.
Can't do math.
Yeah.
Like me.
What is a kilometer, dude? Do you even know what a kilometer is?
It's a kilometer.
Kilometer.
1,000 meters.
Kilogram.
1,000 grams.
1,000 grams, that's correct. What is
I think kilo just means 1,000.
That's true. 1,000 grams. What is a gram?
1/1000th of a kilogram. Which is true.
Hey,
that is true.
That's how you get the American math.
Amen, baby. I don't know,
metrics.
Sheen,
American
what
metrics.
is a gram?
I'll tell you later.
That's $10.
I'll tell you later. Sweet. Look at that technique, baby. Study it. Oh, yeah. You know what this is called? All right. That's a max effort deadlift.
Max effort? Dude, I was barely trying. What are you talking about? We're supposed to get it as high as we could. Wow. Look at that speed. Whoa. Okay. Okay. All right, 2 plates?
2 plates. Let's talk about it a little bit.
All right, let's do it.
You're a barbell certified trainer.
Yeah.
How do you approach the bar with a heavy lift?
Ooh, great question. Well, I'll start by telling you, and then I'll finish by showing you.
Okay.
But I like to work from the ground up. So I like to start with feet anchoring into the ground. Take 2 hard steps. Make little micro adjustments in your feet. Once they're set, then you'll actually do an anti-shrug. So this is a shrug. Okay. Anti-shrug is just making your arms as long as possible. That way, you get all the tension in your arms first, and then when you grab that bar, there's no additional movement. So anchor to the ground, anti-shrug, and then start to sit back in your form. When you grab the bar, I think of GLAG, G-L-A-G. So this is something they taught in the Strong First certification.
What does it stand for?
GLAG stands for glutes, lats, abs, and grip.
Okay.
So when you take your big breath in and brace, you want to squeeze all of those really tight. Obviously, you can do too much with that, and you can squeeze really tight to where you pass out. We're going to try not to today, but that helps get your muscles primed, get everything engaged, and be more proactive in your strength training rather than reactive. Okay. Reactive would look like you kind of approach the bar, you get set up, and then you just start pulling. Then you're going to start reacting to the heavy weight. So the idea is to be more proactive. Think GLAG, G-L-A-G, and squeeze all those things at one time. Another way to approach it from your warm up and then build into the weight is to pretend like the bar is 1,000 pounds. So a 1,000-pound bar doesn't move very fast. But approach it and squeeze and brace like it's 1,000 pounds, and I'll get you prepped for doing heavier weight. So anchoring into the ground, get your feet set up, make micro adjustments here, wherever you feel comfortable. Then we're gonna roll the bar right over the middle of our feet. Personally, I like it really close to my shin. That helps keep me and my hips set back. And then from here, I'm glagging. So I'm thinking glutes first, lats. The way we can engage the lats is by grabbing the bar and breaking it. Grip, you just want to squeeze really, really hard. And abs, keep this tight, and that'll keep your back flat. So anchored into the ground, micro adjustments. So you can see where I'm set up, and you can see the difference in me being set up and me actually bracing and squeezing. So here to here. Big breath. So you can take glag and you can apply it to anything. So like front squat, bench press,
That's true.
deadlift, even some of like the bar stuff where you're doing like a bar muscle up or a ring muscle up. You think
That's
about
true.
engaging those things. Everything is one unit, right? Not just your body, but that's the point of anchoring into the ground. Kind of like spread your roots, spread your feet, spread your toes, spread them wide, and keep them pressed into the ground. So you and the ground are one. And then the next concept is like grabbing onto the bar. So like you, the ground, and the bar all one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, let's go,
Solid.
baby.
Anchoring your feet. I always think what helps me with a deadlift is before I go, so I use my deep breath and then I engage my lat to push back my shoulders blade back as far as possible. That helps me feel like my lats are engaged a lot more, and it just makes me feel more confident in the lift. That I'm just not dragging with my shoulder, and I feel like I'm pushing with my legs a lot more, so I can keep the bar up.
Yeah.
Also, I think about dragging the barbell into my legs, my shins, my knees, and legs, rather than just lifting it up. And I think it makes my technique look a lot better.
Yeah.
But that's me. Everybody's different in thinking how to approach a bar. Once you get more used to the lift, you think about different cues.
Kind of find your routine, yeah, of
Yes.
like going through the steps and like, okay, boom, 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 boom.
Yeah.
Yeti Yeet. Throw
Yeti
another
Yeet.
plate on?
Another plate, 315.
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, shoes are off.
I guess I'm gonna grab some clips too.
He's mumbling something.
Hey, bitch, you're not mumbling when the mic's right here. What's up?
He's saying something. I can feel it.
I said I'm gonna grab some clips, bro.
Oh, no way. He said something.
Dude, I
Something
swear,
else.
you can watch the video, man. Lifting barefoot.
Okay, so that was coming up to my next question.
Yeah.
Why do we take our shoes off
Yeah, so
in a deadlift?
yeah, this is something that the Strong First Barbell Lifters certification covered. It is like the best thing you can do for your feet. One, you free your feet. I mean, if you think of a brace, if you've ever broken like a wrist or hurt a knee or any joint or anywhere on your body that you've had to wear a brace for a really long time, weeks or months on end, when you take that brace off, your arm, hand, wrist, knee, leg is weaker. So shoes are similar to braces for your feet. You know, you just wear them everywhere you go, wear them most of the day. So feet can get really cramped up, they can get really tight. And then you can also like kind of not use the muscles in your feet. So the other part is keeping your feet flat to the ground. So as you lift, as you hinge here, the closer I can keep my heels to the ground and press into the ground, the stronger I can be lifting out of that. Shoes also offer some cushioning. So as you're trying to like pull that weight up, what you're doing is you're pressing your foot into that shoe into the ground, and you're not getting a solid, strong lift. So like you take the bottom of your shoe and look at it, you can see how much
Like
you are actually from the ground.
Yeah.
So a few different reasons.
One different reason. Sorry.
Yeah, no, go ahead.
Short circuited over there.
You got it. Get that shit out.
Hey, fuck you. No, one solid reason that I think of is it's not a big deal, but it makes a little bit of difference. Maybe in a heavy lift is eliminates or like make it a less range of motion too, because the foot the shoes maybe can be a little bit high heels or like a little bit an inch off the ground. It gives you a little bit the benefits of just less range of motion.
Yeah. So if we're hinging here, I want to keep my shins vertical. If I've got a shoe on, that's going to lift the heel a little bit.
True.
And then so I've got a longer distance between my knee and the ground. So shorten that distance, stay tight here, and press through the heel. The more you lean forward, the more you're going to cause yourself to use your back. And then that's kind of when you get into bad
Not
form.
good.
Yeah. So lifting barefoot.
Dog pooping position is not good.
What'd you say?
A dog pooping position?
Yes, a dog pooping position or a stripper pose. It's not good.
That's not good.
Oh, yeah.
Going for that mixed grip.
Yeah, so we can talk about that too. You're going to go mixed grip, which I didn't know this prior to the cert at all. Like I didn't even think about it. But when you go in mixed grip, you don't want your hands to be even on the bar, which is weird.
Okay.
Because
so you go a little bit wider in the mixed.
So on the mixed, you want to rotate on the ulnar bone, okay? Because that's what we're pulling from. So if you trace like your ring finger down, okay, that's where you want to rotate off of. So take your regular like overhand grip and then rotate on the ring finger. So wherever that ring finger is, that's like the axle of your rotation. You're just going to rotate. That way we pull from the ulnar bone and that lines up. Okay. So on the bar, it'll actually look off. It'll look like this hand's a little bit wider.
Okay.
But since we're pulling from that ulnar bone, it's actually going to be lined up. When you do mixed grip, they say either day to day, if you deadlift twice a week, or week to week, switch your grip, because you can create some asymmetries in your body. So I didn't know this before, but they were talking about some people that they met, that one guy, he was naturally turned this way and the other arm was this way. Just naturally, like walking around, he'd walk around palm up and palm down. So he just kind of
think about.
But you think about it too, like you're lifting like all of this super heavy weight, and so you're training your body to be really strong in this position. And then when you're done with that set, you do it next week, and the next week, and then year in, year out, year in, year out. Yeah. 10, 20 years over time, it just starts to add up. So yeah, like the little things like that, really why like I think Strong First is like one of the best in the game, is because like they go around the country and they see different people who have lifted different ways, and they can figure out all this stuff. But like something I've never even thought of before, because I haven't been training or deadlifting long enough to know that, and I haven't been training other people to know that either. But from now on, I will start to switch my grip up.
Hey, you can always learn something new. I just learned that today.
Yeah, dude, it's something I never considered before. Never even crossed my mind. So lastly, just since we're on the mixed grip thing too, I try to go as long as I can, just a regular grip. That way I can train my grip, because as soon as you go here, you're still training your grip, but that's true. The longer you can go overhand, the better.
For this video, obviously we're just shooting for one heavy, and we're trying to make a video, so we're trying to go kind of all out.
Yeah.
You know, but that's a good advice, is like you need to train your grip like every time. If you're doing a regular training day, maybe like working percentages, you think like you have a 70% and then you have a lot of reps, it's very recommended that you would go like with an overhand grip, or just train yourself in a regular lift. But then if you're going for a big lift, I mean, obviously you got to use whatever it takes.
Do what you can, yeah. But lift the lift another day, you know?
Yeah,
yeah,
exactly.
Oh yeah, tried to hook grip that one. So on that first one, I did a hook grip, which is where you put your thumbs around the bar first.
It's funny you said that,
and then you grab onto your thumbs. I'm better at it with power cleaning and snatching. This is a lot harder to me.
I was gonna mention that in the beginning, but you guys may have not noticed it, but we approached the bar accidentally by using a hook grip. That's how you know we train more Olympic lifting than deadlifting.
Yeah.
So we approached the bar in hook grip, which is not a bad idea, but if you're going for a heavy weight, that you don't clean as much as you deadlift, or like you don't snatch as much as you deadlift. So the weight is kind of
heavier, and it's slower too.
Yes.
Yeah, like a power cleaner, like a snatch, like you're like starting off slow and then you speed up as you get up.
And you squeeze again your thumb way too much.
Yeah.
So it kind of hurts.
You can hook grip for deadlift, but it's really hard.
It's tough.
Oh yeah.
It's getting heavier.
Yeah, it is. Again, we're going for a heavy set today, so like drop the bar all you want. But when you're training, you're doing like your sets and working through your percentages. Ideally, hold on to the bar until it passes your knees, and then you can kind of drop it. One that keeps you safe, it keeps your surroundings safe, keeps your environment safe. So like obviously safety first, but we're not always as safe. Yeah. We've been doing this for a long time. So.
And it puts a little bit of time on the tension, which is good always to get your strength up. So you want to use in your training day, you want to hold on to the bar as much as you can going down and then picking it up back up. So you want to hold on to the bar rather than just getting it up and then just dropping it. So that time under tension makes a difference. It doesn't make a difference in 1 rep or 2 reps, but it adds up in sets and reps.
Don't do it on your max days. Like little to no time under tension when you're doing your maxes, and like stand up, lock out, then get rid of the bar as soon as you can.
And also, if you're a power lifter or a strongman, whatever that competition is, if you drop that bar, it's a no rep.
Yeah.
So also you may want to also get used to it, is like I'm not saying control the weight as slow as you can. Just get down with the bar as you go down.
Yep. Control as much as you can. I like it.
If you're a lazy guy like me, you need
If you're a lazy girl like Shaheen,
you need efficiency. You don't want to sweat and holding the bar. Just put 1.5 plate like
what he
this.
doesn't know is
Put the
plate
weight.
is smaller than the other plate, so it fits on there without having
Boom.
to do that.
That's it.
Nice. That's a pro tip right there.
Yeah.
I never even thought of that.
I bet you didn't.
Yeah, it's because I'm not a lazy fuck.
Not a fat foot.
I'm not a fat fuck. Starting to get a little heavy.
Oh yeah. Let's go, son.
Woo! Let's go, Shaheen.
Oh shit.
Woo! Easy money.
Surprised me.
Let's go. What? How light it was or how heavy it was?
How heavy it was.
Made it look pretty light, man.
Yeah. Need that smelling salt.
I can give you a smelling fart.
No. We went through that. We didn't want to bring it up.
We already talked about
Swear to God, man, every time.
What do you want to add next?
I mean, you can make a big jump. What's your max?
535.
535. So you probably make a bigger jump than me.
Yeah. I think we should go straight to 500.
Fuck no.
Fuck it.
Oh, you?
Or 495, I guess.
I'm not.
I know. That's why I said.
Yeah. You are, yeah.
Huh?
That's how you know how you made it.
Yeah.
No more room in the barbell. Come on. Oh, yeah. That went up fast, boy.
Felt slow.
It went up fast.
Felt slow.
I know it did.
Stuff, man. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hang on to it.
Hang on to it, man.
All right, just a question for you.
Yeah.
Is my back arch?
No, it may have felt that way.
Didn't feel like it, but sometimes that's a good thing of having someone to work out with you or like see your technique, because sometimes you feel things or you don't, and there's something going on with your technique. Maybe your back is arching, maybe you're going a little bit higher with your chest, you're not pulling with your legs.
Yeah.
Maybe you're pulling a lot too much on your arms.
Yeah.
That's why I have questions for him. Like if you have somebody that works out with you, is to keep an eye on you in a heavy lift.
Have them watch.
So you can make that small detailed technique adjustments.
And even if you don't, you can always kind of do what we're doing is take a video. I'd probably put the camera right on the side. That way you can see perfect form and to see if the back is arching or extending at all. What Shaheen used there too is a belt that goes around your L spine. So you want to keep, so something Strong First teaches too, especially in like your heavier max days, keep the lumbar spine neutral.
Okay.
But it doesn't say anything about the thoracic.
True.
So you can have a little bit of like, as long as your lumbar stays neutral and flat here, you're going to have a little bit of bending, especially if it's truly your 1 rep max. You're going to have a little bit of bending, and that's okay as long as it's not your lumbar. Once it starts to become your lumbar, this lower part of your trunk, that's when it becomes a problem. People get injured. I'll probably say like if I get this will be my like raw 1 rep max.
Okay.
Because I did 535 with a belt and straps on.
Go D. Come on. Oh, hell yeah. All right.
A little lightheaded.
Let's drop 3 plates.
What? 3 more plates?
I'm not doing that. Because my 455 is in sumo deadlift.
You bring up a good point. What's a sumo deadlift?
That's a good question. It's if you're heavy, over like 300 pounds, and you're trying to do a deadlift, you consider it as a sumo deadlift. So you need to be at 300 pounds underwear, which is qualify you as a sumo
Bro,
deadlifter.
you're being so serious. I was like, bro.
I saw that. I was like, he didn't get it.
I was like, what?
He didn't get it.
What? Okay. So I need to be heavier is what you're saying.
But yeah, so you go a little wider. So it's sumo deadlift. You go a little wider. You need to be thick. A thick, solid
you gotta be
300.
girthy, boy. Dude, she ain't too weighty, she ain't my lady.
That's right. Sounds right. But no, so a sumo deadlift, you go a little wider with your foot stance. So that what's the biggest thing it does is it makes the range of motion so much shorter. So if you think about it, if you pull the weight, you have a long stance right here. So if you pull like this, you have a little bit so far to go up in the bar to get it to your hip crease. But if you go wider, I'm way shorter to get it to my hip crease right here. So if you have less range of motion, that makes it easier to not pull the weight as higher and like a little higher.
Oh,
But also
good point.
it has some different things to go through. So with a sumo deadlift and the conventional deadlift is you use some body mechanics that are different. You use different muscles.
Yeah.
When you go with sumo, you use a lot of your quads, your glutes, and a little bit, not as much as a conventional of your lower back.
Yeah.
So you use more of your quads, your hammies, your
Good
glutes,
point.
and you have your shoulders. With the conventional, it's more of okay, you use your glutes, your hams, but you don't have that much engagement in the quads.
Yeah.
So you use mostly your lower back.
Yeah, no, you're right. But I mean, the setup too, like he's talking about, is different for different people. People with longer legs, longer arms might like conventional
True.
better. Yeah, and like people who are more squatty and short and small and tiny and pussies like Shaheen be better at sumo deadlifting.
Yeah, and I carried a lot more
But
weight.
seriously, like shorter femurs are typically better at like sumo deadlifting because if the bar's here, my hips are here, that's pretty close to the bar. But when I go conventional, I'm a little bit further away with my hips, so that not just the height of the bar that you go, but also the distance between your hip and the bar. So
it's a valid point because sumo. A lot of people like at this point. A lot of people saw what people does with sumo. Like
Yeah.
they see a sumo deadlift and they immediately, if you're not educated in the
like,
subject,
oh, you're cheating.
is
or
like,
something.
hey, cheating,
Yeah.
because it's so easy and you can carry a lot more weight.
Yeah.
But that's not always the case
Yeah.
because some people can't. Not the sumo deadlift doesn't work for
It
them.
just works better for some people.
Yes, for some people, conventional is better than sumo, and for some people, sumo is way better for
Yeah.
conventional.
Oh yeah, you got it. Keep going.
Shit. I'll try it again.
Started shaking early, man.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you. I mean, it's either
Take the weight off. Oh hell yeah, dude.
like butter.
Fuck you.
If you notice, he only got 2 inches off the ground there, but he still
Dude.
stood up. I'm gonna use your belt.
Hey, you want to try this one?
495 plus 50 is 545.
545.
I can't pull that.
Pussy. Is it small?
Huh?
Small?
Yeah, bro. This is like
Yeah.
like a toddler's belt. All right, dude. I might break my knees here, but no, it'd be worth it.
Want a big slap?
No. All right, get it. Yeah.
Go.
Damn.
Come on. Easy weight. Let's go. Come on. Up. Hell yeah, dude. Fucking psycho. Let's go.
I lost vision there for a second. All right, what you want to do, man?
I don't know, man.
We'll go back to what you did.
Should I go it again?
You should do it. I think you got it. Let's go, Shaheen. You got this, man. Here we go. Go, keep going. Oh, there you go. Easy money. Let's go, dude. That looked easy.
Thank you.
Did we go down weight?
Dude, I don't know what happened.
Dude, that was like butter, man.
I want to go up.
I think you pulled faster there.
I
think
did.
The first
I
one
yanked
before. Yeah, I think the first one before you just like went too slow, and
Yeah.
then you got gas real quick.
Yeah, add a plate.
At a plate. All right.
Smelling salts for 5%. Music, 5%.
Performance enhancing drugs.
Yeah, a slap in the ass, 30%.
30%.
That's a 40% free boost for you guys. I mean, you pay for the smelling salts, but you get the idea.
Hey, let me give you a pat down.
Let's do it.
Yeah?
Not too hard though, dude. I'll fuck you up. You will ruin my day.
I won't kill you, bro.
You will ruin my day. No.
I'm just
Dude.
messing with you, bro. Let's go. Come on, Shaheen. Attack. Attack. Bro. Dude, you lifted for 1 second. Not even 1 second.
That 1 second let me know.
Dude, you
not
went
it.
way too fast right there. You got to do that again and just start slower.
No.
Bro. You just
No.
or you just bent the bar and you're like, fuck that.
Fuck that. No, it's not gonna happen. I saw it coming.
Good stuff. Notes? Anything to add? How do
Let's
you
see.
know when to stop? How do you know when your max is?
You give yourself max 2 to 3 attempts in a weight that you never tried. More than that, I think it's probably a good idea to back off and maybe try it, test it maybe next week. It depends
Yeah.
on how it feels. Or like run the program again and test it again. It
Yeah.
depends also on your goals or what you feel. I tested the 455. I did it 1 attempt. I got stuck, but I felt in my head like this is a weight that I can do, and I already did. So I wanted to do it again, but
So
I
you made
tried
a
something
40-pound
different.
jump.
Yeah, I tried something different. Maybe going a little bit faster, gas up a little bit, and it worked. It feels so
Yeah.
easy.
Yeah.
But then I got, like you see, don't do what I did. I got greedy, and I was like, fuck it, let's add another 45 pounds
Yeah.
to the bar.
Yeah.
Which, as you saw, it's not a good idea, at
But,
least for me.
You know, not the worst idea because at least you've tested new waters.
That's true.
You've tested new weight, you know, and you tried more. You know,
Yeah.
you're just putting that much extra effort in. Maybe you didn't get it today, but maybe in 10 weeks through a program or something. If that's, you know, one of your goals, then you can, you know, definitely get that out. But you've tested it, you've tried it, you've felt what it feels like, and then even lifting heavier than that too. Like,
And that's, to add to this point, like this is what strength training is all about. Strength and conditioning, performance, whatever that is testing the limits and try to push through these.
trying new levels.
That's how you progress as an athlete. It's always try to push that limits because always you're trying to hit that PR, the next level.
Yeah.
You test the waters a little bit, see how you feel over there. For me, we haven't been deadlifting that much. I didn't say that, and I didn't want to say that in the beginning, so I
Yeah.
don't sound as a bit like.
Yeah. What he means is
worried.
like we still deadlift. It's just not a program that we're trying to increase the deadlift. I think both of us right now. I mean, at least for me,
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to get total body, working through some powerlifting programs. You know, adding some kettlebell
Yeah.
in there, some snatches,
Yeah.
and then a little bit of powerlifting. So I'm like not really dialed into like one area right now. I'm just kind of like testing the waters. But
Yeah.
you can see now too, like the last time I maxed this was it was again at a bodybuilding gym in Denver, Colorado, and that was like 2 years ago. So like going through different programs, testing different things, getting stronger over time is what it's about.
Yeah.
Like, again, like I just PR'd without, you know, I used the belt, didn't have wrist wraps, didn't have any smelling salts, which usually help a little bit too. But
It does.
the only thing I used was a belt and a PR today. So, you know, that just goes to say like your main goal, like over everything, should be to get stronger over time.
Sure.
But in terms of like knowing yourself, knowing what weight to stop at, definitely stop when your body tells you to. Listen to your body.
Absolutely.
You know, Shaheen tried that right there. I tried to push him, tell him to go do another one, and he said no. Like I'm not
Don't
gonna do
fall
it, so.
for peer pressure.
Don't get peer
If
pressure.
if you feel like, okay, he's a hype man, he wants the best, he wants to see me progress, but always see yourself. Like if you need to put that full stop, it's a full stop. You need to stop. If you didn't feel confident on picking that weight up, I just tried to yank it off the floor. It didn't move an inch. And I was like, no. And he tried to, oh, you got it, do it again.
Yeah.
I was like, it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
But yeah, know your
Good
limits.
points, man.
Know your limits. Try to push them. If it doesn't work, try it again later.
Yeah.
Work towards strengthening yourself up.
Yeah. Also, what helps too is knowing like the kinetic chain. So everything that's working here, the weakest link of that chain is always going to break. You know, if you've got a necklace on or something, not all the links are going to break at once. It's usually going to be the one weakest one.
True.
And in this, the weakest chain is weakest part of the chain is the wrist. You know, like the grip and how much you can actually hold. So like things like farmers carries, practicing time under tension, tempo deadlifts, things like that will help with the wrist because out of all of your entire body, that's the weakest link in this lift at least.
Yes.
You know, for a front squat, may not be. You can hold the weight here. The weakest link there is going to be maybe your quads, maybe your glutes a little bit. So yeah, always consider the weakest chain and how it feels. So if your wrists are hurting, probably stop, because that could be the thing that gets you hurt next round.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good stuff.
Good stuff, man. Yes, sir.
Yeti Yeet.
Yeti Yeet.